It doesn't say when we have a church in every country. It simply says, and this gospel of the kingdom will be preached. It will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. So that's what you're about. That's what we're about, making sure by God's grace that we preach the gospel through radio, through whatever means possible, internet. It's incredible the things happening on internet. Just unbelievable. And as you know, you've mentioned the rebels being baptized, 124,000 across the Philippines last year, and that was the rebels plus many others. Most were not rebels, but lots of people baptized, and it continues on there. And now we're down in Mindanao and working there. We have a plan in the way this happened. Actually, we started there about 6 years ago, I guess. And
Duane McKey, the president of 360 AWR.
Yes, AW. Thank you. This happened about 6 years ago. We went to Mindoro to do some meetings to prepare actually for the Japanese to come. We were hoping to quick start the work in Japan, and many of the Japanese pastors and lay people had never done evangelism before. Actually, none had, I think, or very few. And so we're going to take them there and get them excited about evangelism, Pat, as you know, and then take them back home and hope the fire that was lit there would start there in Japan. And it has, and that did work. So Juan Alder Wilson preached there in Japan too then. However, we did something unusual. Robert DeLay came up with an idea called the question of the day. The question of the day was very simple. It was on, like, for example, on Sunday, the question of the day would be, where do you go when you die? And then on Monday, at the presentation of the sermon on the radio, the question would be answered, where do you go when you... And the first ones who called in or texted in, the first ones, quite a few, got a special prize delivered to their door by a layperson. And so I've been thinking about that. And so we have taken Robert DeLay, and we're working on his papers, but he's coming here to the General Conference, to this office. We have 1,800 radio stations around the world. And so the plan is that we'll do the question of the day, but the gift will be delivered by our lay people in different parts of the world. Is going to be the Great Controversy. And we're in the process of printing that now. We've just come up with a cover, and we're excited about this. In the back of the Great Controversy will be Bible studies. And so you'll have studies like the second coming of Christ, salvation, the gift of salvation, where do you go when you die? So all kinds of studies. And then there'll be a reference to a page of the Great Controversy that you can go and read more about that topic, and also the Bible text that deals with that. So we think as lay people deliver this gift that's been asked for. And Pat, we're happy to work with you on this.
Amen.
Streams of light, that's fantastic. I think we're natural partners. so the people then can take the book, our lay people, and say, go to the door and say, you have won the prize. This is the gift that we want to bring to you, and give them the Great Controversy, and then show in the back of the book how they have these questions and answers on different Bible topics, and then set up an appointment where they can return and then read the book together, read the Bible together, and start Bible study groups in the homes. So we think this can be a real advantageous way of getting into the homes and getting things going. And I think in most all cultures, this will work. Some places will have to send the book by internet. That's unfortunate. However, it's better than nothing. And so we'll be doing that. It's amazing what is happening with the internet. We just had a challenging experience in Spain. We're broadcasting for a number of years into Morocco. The Moroccan government, which is non-Christian, is very unhappy with us. And so they sue our people in Spain about every year, and say we're interfering with their broadcast, and we prove that we're not, and the suits are dropped, etc. But it's just kind of an annoyance. And so we've decided, okay, there's a different way, and we've just figured out, and it works. We got the link. We have a radio station now broadcasting on the internet in Nazareth, where Jesus grew up. And this is the story about Wissam Ali, who was stabbed by a knife. They tried to kill him. His family tried to kill him. He lives next door to his cousins. They have threatened to kill him and his wife. And so it's a difficult situation. But the radio station is broadcasting there on the internet. And so we got the link for that station, and we sent it to some of our friends in Saudi Arabia, and we said, try it out, and it works. So right now, people in Saudi Arabia have the link to the radio station on the internet in Nazareth, and they can listen to it. So we're thinking that these very difficult areas like North Korea and China and some of the other areas that are very, 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 Bhutan, very difficult, we can still reach them with God Pods, yes, and also with our link to radio stations. And we'll have different ones around the world. That's one of our goals, Pat, so that we can broadcast on the internet and reaching all the world for Jesus. So we are fulfilling it now through our shortwave and other means, but we want to do better. And so that's why this text is so important to us. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached. It's interesting. Jesus doesn't say that it might happen. It says it will happen. It's going to happen. It will be preached in all the world. And then the end will come. Jesus will come. I can't wait to that moment. And that's why we at Adventist World Radio, that's why we do what we do. And I know Streams of Light, Pat, that's why you guys do what you do as well. It's a wonderful ministry, and it's just a great opportunity for us to partner with you. And this great controversy project that you have, and we'll have as well, we'll partner together and reach more and more people for Jesus. As we broadcast through the 1,800 stations, we'll be doing the question of the day, offering the book. And as we partner together, we'll figure out ways to do that. People will receive the great controversy in different ways. And hopefully many of our church members will be involved in delivering the gifts of the question of the day. Thank you.